Hey, hi, my name is Tanith Sweeney. I'm an employee at Heaven Sent Bakery, and you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey man, this is Tommy Chong, and right now you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, this is Jordan Belfort, the real Wolf of Wall Street, and you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sean Danielson from Smile Empty Soul, and you are listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol Baskin, and you are listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
This is Shirley Phelps Roper with the Westboro Baptist Church, and you are listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
What's up? It's Tom from Plain White Tees, hanging out on the Anthony Rogers Show.
What's up, everyone? This is Rain from Our Lady Peace, and you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
I'm Baby No Money, and you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show, the best podcast.
This is Agent Sebastian of the Carnarks, and you are listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
Brian Vanderark with the Verb Pipe here, and you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, this is James Jude Courtney, Michael Myers, a.k.a. The Shape, in Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and the soon-to-be-released Halloween Ends. And this is the Anthony Rogers Show.
Hello there, everyone. This is Nick Ganbarian from the band Bayside, and you're listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
I am Dave Holmes from MTV and Esquire Magazine, and you are listening to the Anthony Rogers Show.
What's up, everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, the Godfather, and cannabis expert, and connoisseur, and you're watching the Anthony Rogers Show. Peace.
At Revolution Coffee Company, we are dedicated to giving you the best cup of coffee you have ever had, while supporting those who keep us safe. We roast our coffee daily, and we offer same-day shipping. Our coffee never sits in a warehouse or a shelf getting stale. Our prices beat our competition, and our coffee speaks for itself. Check us out at revolutioncoffeecompany.com.
What is your affiliation with Heaven Sent?
I'm an employee. They don't have managers here. They're just the owners and then the employees, and so I'm just a long-term employee.
Okay, that's crazy. So, what is like more simpler questions? Like, what's your favorite donut there?
Oh, I go into seasons with donuts right now. The old fashioned, especially knowing that I'm not going to be able to get a Heaven Sent old fashioned again. That's my go-to.
That's crazy. And then most of the questions from people that I like see is like pretty much like, is there some kind of like community outreach or like way we can help you guys stay open? Like, is there something like we could do as like a community?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of requests for petitions and GoFundMes, and it's not about the business. Business is great. We haven't slowed down since we reopened from COVID. The problem is that we can't get quality employees. So we are just constantly chasing our tails and just shorthanded after shorthanded after shorthanded.
Is there a way that we could find like employees for you to where you'd stay open? Like, or what is it? Like, is that like the only thing holding you guys back from like that, basically?
No, it's not the only thing. It's just it's probably what tipped the scale. Both of the owners are in their 70s, and they're looking to, kind of retire and calm down for the rest of their life. And the employee shortage on top of rising costs of the actual product is just too much. If it was one issue or the other, we could figure out a way to solve it. But because it's everything all at once, it's just overwhelming.
That's crazy to think about. Like, you said you've been there for 6 years now?
I have.
That's crazy. So, like, no, I grew up there. Like, I've had that my entire childhood, I guess, since I was 9 or so. Like, just 27 years old. That's crazy. Like, I grew up eating that. Like, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. And so what's some of the stuff you've been, like, hearing so far from, like, customers and stuff? Like are they, like, kind of losing their mind, I guess?
There's definitely do you want for them to stay open? That's from the employee side too. We don't want them to close. We understand why they're closing, but we don't want it. We want to continue to support the community as much as we have over the last 27 years. But the stories of coming in from generation to generation, and then just the memories that were made from wedding cakes, Sunday morning family rituals, that kind of thing is just what we are overwhelmed with, and it's just amazing to hear all of that support.
No, I bet that's gotta be crazy. Like, it's an emotional time. I can see, like, it's gotta be happy for like I mean, if people are retiring, I like hearing that it's like a happy ending. Then literally, but like I think it'd be interesting to figure out a way to keep it going. Like if somebody like comes in to like buy it or something, or something, and then keep like the same. Like the problem is like the recipes are awesome. Like I think that's like you guys have some of the best donuts I'd say in the county. Like in my opinion, like I think only.
Yeah, we do. The apple fritters are amazing. Like we probably have the best apple fritters ever. But if somebody could come into this building and run it as Heaven Sent, it would be different. But I was speaking to one of the owners even this morning saying they could sell it as the restaurant, but it's not ever going to be the same Heaven Sent. And that's not really what they want to leave it with. They want to leave with their legacy.
Yeah, I've seen that happen to like this. There's this really good donut place in like in Shaw, but the similar thing like World Fair Donuts. Like this is similar thing happened. Like another company went in and bought it out, and it destroyed it. It's like not. It wasn't even close to what made it cool. And I could definitely see that happening. It would ruin like legacy for sure. Like I could see that.
Right.
So
right. They've never compromised on their products. The only time that they've ever had to compromise is during COVID when we couldn't get certain things, and we weren't happy. The employees weren't happy. The customers were like, "This isn't the same thing." And anybody coming in would just go for the cheapest way possible, just to crank out donuts and just get money coming in. But it's not what a Heaven Sent represents.
No, I agree. Like, yeah, you gotta go to Heaven Sent, like, knowing you're spending a little more, but you're getting better product and stuff, and that's what matters. I think, like you're definitely getting like a better quality product there, I think.
Well, every donut is hand cut, hand filled, hand iced. There's no machines doing this. It's literally a guy standing at a table, or girl, rolling out dough, cutting the dough by hand, icing it by hand, filling the donuts 2 at a time, not some machine conveyor belt process.
That's crazy. So you make donuts as well?
Yeah, it's not my technical job here. I'm supposed to be a baker. But because we're so shorthanded on the donut side, I have been making every kind of donut, filling every kind of donut, icing every kind of donut.
That's crazy. What like how many workers are there currently?
Well, there are 3 of us that are consistently making donuts. And we have 1 consistent baker, 1 consistent French baker. We have a whole line of like French pastries. And that's it besides our decorators and our customer service. Normally we have 3 bakers and maybe 6 people making donuts.
That's crazy. You guys should figure out a way to like get like the employees to take over. Because I think I bet the community would fund that. And I bet like I've seen that work with like Whiskey Ring and stuff, like this bar and grill kind of thing. I've seen how more like the employees take over, and then like say at retirement or something like that, and then like you guys would already know like what you're doing instead of like it be going to like some like rich dude that just wants to like to monetize from it, or a rich person that wants to monetize from it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I bet it'll find
I spent the whole night last night Googling that exact thing. Like, how can it go from owners to employees? And it's a lot. And the owners just don't want to deal with that hassle, I guess. Not that, there's a handful of us employees that would love to keep this going. But there's also a handful of employees that just kind of are like, it is what it is, and don't really care one way or the other. So it's just difficult not having that support.
Yeah, I think a couple of you could though. I think like that's crazy. It's like I think the people interested probably could, especially with like community backing. Your social media like blew up. Like, everybody's just like, I love Heaven Sent. It's my favorite memory. I immediately and like people don't want to see it go away. And I think it's in a unique moment where like the owners could probably benefit as well as the employees. I think there's like it's a unique situation, and like I don't know. I'm hopeful. I like hearing it. It was like crazy. I think everybody's just like, what? Like kind of like when they heard that. It's nuts, really.
Right. There's a lot of people in denial about it actually closing. I'm one of those employees that would love to keep this going. Again, I bake, but I know how to make the donuts. I started in customer service. I'm the jack of all trades. This is a very large bakery. It's a very large bakery. And one of the responses has been to scale down the number of products. Well, that's great and all, but this is a large interior of this bakery, and the space needs to be used for something, or there won't be enough funds coming in to support the business. All of it is a domino effect. All of it has been discussed. All of it has been through the ringer to see how can we change, modify, whatever the case may be, to remain open. And it's just, honestly, it's too big for any one employee to take it over. It would have to be a combined effort.
Yeah,
I just don't think that combined effort is there right now.
Yeah, I've seen that work in like I said, like Whiskey Ring and like Jeff City and like Spring, in a couple areas like that. Like I've seen it work. I've seen like employees take over and kind of like run it well. It's like you guys know better than probably anybody like how it's ran. Like,
yeah.
And I think that's like key. You know, I'm just like I don't know. I'm a problem solver, and I just like hear that. I'm like, you guys need to figure this out. Like basically.
Yeah, I mean, we have one guy that started working here when he was 15, and he's getting ready to turn 40. So I mean, we have some legacy employees here that again are just devastated, and we don't want it to go. It's just the right solution hasn't been brought to the table for the owners to jump on it.
Yeah. I think you guys should like fund from the community in like some kind of a campaign, and then like buy it out from them or something, or like figure out some kind of easy way to like really benefit too. Like they even make a percentage in retirement or something like that. You know, I mean, I think there's several ways negotiation. You guys would extremely benefit. Like, I mean, because like people just, I mean, you're in a good town. Like people love that shit. And, like people from around. I mean, there's different towns and people around there that go there too. I mean, that's where you go if you want like a certain kind of donut. I think, and I think that's like. I think people know that, and like it's part of their ritual and stuff, man. So I think you guys would. I see it being easy to self-fund, honestly.
Yeah, I've even offered like for them if they want to retire, then just don't come into the building anymore. Let me and a couple other people manage it. They can keep on reaping the financial benefits of it, and we can keep on reaping the benefits of the community for it. It's just I think they're really just at a point where enough is enough. On the employer side of it too, I can see their struggles. They are getting text messages and call-ins and dealing with broken equipment every single day. Something is going on. Having a bakery this big, something is always broken. An employee is always calling off, and it's just at a certain point they're like, enough is enough.
What jobs are open there for people listening if they want a job? I mean, I guess you guys are closing. It's kind of stupid. I don't know.
We had a guy come in for an application the other day, and I told him we aren't hiring anymore because of our closing.
Yeah, I realize that.
I mean, and I do all their Facebook administration stuff. For the past, I don't know how many years, I've been posting job openings and what's going on in O'Fallon, putting it on their weekly job listing posts, and reaching out to the community in whatever way I can to try to get people in here. And it's just we are getting the lowest of the low. Of applicants, and we can't seem to win.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, like this would brought like it's everyone's attention. Like, I don't know that it was a problem. I don't know. It's kind of crazy to think about. That's a lot of fields are saying that. Like a lot of food jobs are saying that. Like that they're having a problem. And that's why I mean, even in like fast food, there's nothing open past like 9 now. It's like crazy. Like nobody's doing
right. Right, and we started DoorDash and Grubhub a little over a year ago. I brought it to their attention. I'm like, hey, this could be very beneficial. And then after, like this past year, there's 3 restaurants in O'Fallon open after 9 o'clock, and we're one of them. So not only were we getting slammed during the day, we were getting slammed during the night because we're one of the 3 places in O'Fallon that's still open. That's an actual restaurant.
Genius.
And just not being able to get the staff to keep that going. And we have brought in so many people over the last year that just are real struggles to even train.
Yeah, that's gotta be crazy. What? Okay, say there was a case where you guys could say, well, what jobs are like? Well, you're not hiring. So I mean, see, I hate the question. I'm trying to figure out like what would you guys need staff wise like to stay open more or less. I guess that's the question.
So in order to stay, if we reverse time and we were able to fill applicants in, it would be customer service for night, customer service for early morning, like 4 a.m. early morning, and production staff that can work in the late evenings. It took us over a year to hire a new delivery driver. We do wholesale accounts. We deliver to gas stations and a couple senior homes, even the casino every once in a while. But we have those accounts every night, and we went a year where we're employees such as myself and a couple other people were filling in the gap, just trying to get a delivery driver. That's the easiest job anybody could do, and it was difficult to fill that position.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what happened. I don't know. I don't understand it completely. With like, I mean, every industry's saying that. Like, so I don't really understand what happened. Well, is there anything like you want like people to know or anything like that? You should like that you guys would want people to know or something?
Well, I guess right now, just because it is so crazy, and we're happy for the crazy, we really are. We, the employees, the owners, we can't thank the community enough for the 27 years that they've given us and that we've given them. The families that got their birthday cakes, wedding cakes, their kids' birthday cakes, the whole generational sweet treats. We thank them. We have been able to donate to all of the schools in the area, the fire department, police department, the first responders, all of the community things that we've done. We're gonna miss it, and we love everybody in our area that have been patrons for so long. I personally want to thank Janet and Linda, the owners. Without their little tiny startup donut shop off of Bisey Road into the massive following they have now, I mean, it's amazing what those two women have done. It's amazing, and we absolutely love them for it. And it's really, really sad to see any of this go.
So okay, like I didn't realize it started in Fisey. That's where out off Fisey. I remember it off of K. But where was it?
It was in Frontier Plaza. It was in a tiny little plaza. I think it's Nancy's Pizza is there now. Is in the location that they used to be in.
Oh, it was Fisey and K, right by that. Okay, right by that bowling alley and like gas station and all that.
Yeah, right by Frontier Bowling Alley. So they were there for a short time. They were very popular. The parking lot didn't accommodate their store. So when an opening popped up in the Walmart Center back in the day, they thought, we don't ever have to worry about parking again because it's the Walmart parking center.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Walmart decided to turn that into a massive super center and kicked all their tenants out. And that's why Heaven Sent has its own standalone building now, is because Walmart, like I said, kicked out all their tenants, and they either had to choose to close at that time or keep going, and that's when they did their own standalone building.
That's crazy. I remember all that. That's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, they were in Walmart Plaza too. I forgot about that completely. I completely forgot about that. I remember them off K and Fisey. That's crazy. So wow. And they just started this up like in what year did this start? I mean, I know like the math. So what year was that?
What year did they officially start?
Yeah.
Whatever 27 years ago was.
I know. I was trying not to do the math out loud. I'm an idiot right now. But no, it's okay. That's interesting. Like that's crazy. So they've been around a long time, man. That's like, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. It is really, really, really hard on us to watch it go. And us employees are it's busy in there, so we're stressed. We're sad, so it's stressed. We're trying our best to keep donuts. Like, we're currently sold out of donuts. We don't have a donut in the shop. We're trying, but it was hard to get donuts out even before the madness started. So we just appreciate everybody's patience and understanding right now, and we just are going to keep cranking donuts out until we can't.
So how fast are you guys selling out right now?
We start fully open, our full case open at 4 a.m. And this past week, since I made that post on Facebook, we have sold out anywhere between noon and 2 in the afternoon. The first 2 days we sold out by 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that. That's cool.
Yeah, it is awesome, but there's a certain point where the employees in the back, me being one of them, it's like, we have to put some kind of regulation on this because we're going to burn out before the end of the month. And that's what we're trying really hard not to. We want to get everybody their favorite, whatever treat they have, but that original post on Facebook has over 252,000 engagements with it.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's a lot of donuts.
I was one of them. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's like, no, it's, I mean, so what are some of the best selling donuts there? Like, I mean, just to see perspective, like, what do the people get?
Okay, so the top sellers are the apple fritters, the old fashioned, our long johns, and our custard filled, and our angel cream filled. So when we go into production at night, we try to stock up on those as much as we can, and try to make sure we have those to the public for as much as we can. Those are the top sellers.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, I've had most of those. I think I've had all those probably, but I think I've had most of those. Yeah, I mean, that's like a staple. I mean, I remember, like, I grew up in 05. I grew up there, and I was there for like until about 7 years ago. I was there all the time. I think that was, that was a huge part of the community, I think. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think people understand quite how much the owners donate to the community. There are very rare times, only in the last couple of years, that they actually start saying no to donation efforts. And that's only because we didn't have the staff to accommodate them. But any food drive, high school graduation night, you name it, churches, all of it, they've donated. Not to mention any donut that would have been that wasn't sold during the day goes on a rack. They never sold their donuts as a day old. You got fresh donuts every day, but all of those day old donuts went on a rack, pushed to the back, and anybody that wanted to voluntarily come pick them up, they did so. And so every single day, our donuts were donated to senior homes, whoever wanted to come pick them up. And we had one guy come pick them up every day for a month. He was freezing them so that he could take them to like Wyoming or something like that to a reserve, and let these kids that had never even seen a donut or have donuts.
That's crazy.
So the community impact on Heaven Sent is just, it's unreal. It's unreal.
No, it is, and I don't think anybody realized it until it was like a point of like just completely not being there anymore. I think everybody like thought about that more than like that. It's a terrifying feeling. It's sad because it's been there so long. I read it. I saw it within the first 5 minutes of the post probably, and I was just like, "That's crazy." And then I saw like afterwards how it was just expanded after that. I think I was just like, I think it went into all the groups, and everybody's just like, "What?" Like it was just like it was kind of a crazy moment. I think for like everybody. But if you ask 5 days before, like people, it's weird. People, I wouldn't be. I almost would have forgot about that place. I was like, I just hadn't been there in forever. But then, like, it's just like the thought of it not being there is terrifying. It makes you want to go there now. Like, it makes you want to go there tomorrow for breakfast. It's like just like the aspect of it,
Yeah, that's how the employees are feeling. There are some employees that were just like, you know what? There's always going to be donuts. Like, I don't see what the big urgency is of going and helping out the donut side. There's always going to be donuts. Why wouldn't there ever be donuts? And then shit got real quick, and they're like, wait, what? What do you mean there's not always going to be donuts? And so the staff is feeling the same way the community is. Like, what? Like, this place is supposed to be here forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, no, that's crazy to think about. Like, so yeah, to end on this, is there any way anybody could help in any kind of way? I know we kind of touched on it earlier, but is there anything that anybody can do, like this, maybe listening to this or whatever?
At this point, the only thing that the community can do to help is just to stay patient and calm and kind to our customer service staff. They are trying their best to serve the mass population of people coming through, and they are stressed and they are sad. And when the guests are crying, we're crying. Just please be kind. Please be patient. And if you don't get your favorite donut today, keep trying tomorrow. The earlier, the better. That's really what we need right now. We just need the kindness and support from the community.
It's crazy. Well, God bless you all. I hope like whatever happens from there, it's good,
Yeah, thanks. I am putting job postings up on a board for employees. So if there's any company out there that wants to reach out via our Facebook page and just send me a private message, please do so. There's 30 people that are looking for a job. So I'm happy to help them find their next chapter and post as many listings as I can for another company to not go through what we're going through.